Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another edition of ILFL Soccer Nights. Today we're going to be discussing, as per usual, the Premier League results, the second stage of the semi-final between Bromley and Redcoat, and as ever the popular Vets League that took place last Thursday, also the fixtures coming up for next week. But we're going to take a little diversion. In this first segment we're going to speak to a couple of my special guests from a different sports. It's going to be a knockout discussion, to say the least. So without further ado, if I can welcome to my special guest. On my left, I've got Walid and Ashraf. We're going to be discussing about what they represent, the sport they represent, and we're going to have a more in-depth details in what they do. So if I can straight away, first of all, go to Walid. I've known you for over 30 years now. And you did
Thank you for reminding me that.
You used to play football, but now your world has changed. Tell our viewers what you do for a start, for example.
Basically, what do I hold events. In boxing world, you call it boxing promoter. We've got a show held, one of the biggest show held in O2 on March the 18th. So I do promotion as a full-time job. But
tell us about the history, how you started, because I've known you for a long time, and obviously it wasn't an easy step, because number of years, the hard work.
How I started, your fans don't like it. I tell you what, I used to play football. I used to play with you.
I know, yes.
And I was always the last one to be picked because I was useless and football. I've realized I'm an individual person. Slowly I start looking for individual sport. I went to boxing, I tried Muay Thai, I tried Taekwondo. I ended up with the boxing, I fell in love with boxing. Eventually I became a coach in the gym where I started. And then from that, slowly, I made I've already vision. Even now I'm sitting down here, I know I'm going to 5 years' time.
Obviously you're an established promoter in the community, which we're all proud of. But the journey must have been quite difficult, the struggles you went through for a number of years.
Yeah, I mean, look, if you don't have a hard struggle, that means you're not in the right path. I mean, you talk to anyone, any level, from stars to footballers to basketball, they all had a hard time. And the one that holds it and keep going for it, they get resolved. It's just quite easy. Look, you have an option and go easy option, give up, or you say, no, you know what, I'm going to do my best and let's see where I go. And if you're meant to make it, you make it.
Following on that note, obviously you've done several shows, as far as I know. You had a lot of packed shows in the York Hall, which is the famous York Hall, and now I believe next week on Saturday 18th, you've gone to the bigger stage. Your platform got bigger, your promotion got bigger. You're actually going to the O2. Yeah,
look, I really got to thank Im the Basis for that. You know, he's one of my sponsors. Really helped me from day one. Who actually approached me, you know, from Sapphire Wedding. He actually approached me and said, "Well, you know, what you do?" About 4 years ago, he said, "What you do, Walid? I'm very impressed. I want to give you a sponsor." I'm like, "Hold on a second." Anyway, cut the long story short, the route that I took. I didn't take his route. I mean, I didn't just work with Bengalis itself. I worked with all different race, different color, different people, and eventually I just thought, you know, this is what I want to do.
Credit to you, because obviously, as I said, I've known you for a number of years. I've seen you, the problems you had, the struggle you had, and now you're successful. And obviously, the fruits in the labor, doing an event in O2 says it all. If I can just get Ashraf in this discussion. Obviously, you participate in boxing. Again, tell us a bit more how you got involved, or what actually interested you or motivated you into boxing. Because we, as footballers in our football league, we play football to stay fitness, stay out of trouble. But it's a different sport in terms of the motivation, the training.
The motivation is very hard, and the training is very hard. But if you get through it, it pays off in the end of the day. And I'm fighting on this Saturday show.
So there you are. If you're interested in boxing, watch this event. Go and see at O2. Just to let viewers know, where can they get tickets, or how is that done?
Tickets are online. You can get them online from O2. If you just put Super Serious Boxing, it's in O2. It's on the website. It's nearly sold out. I think about 100 left. Wow. So it was one of the fastest selling tickets. Just gone.
Going back to obviously Ashraf again, you said about, because my understanding is, in terms of the training and discipline is more stricter than football, because obviously football they do it once or twice a week. But for you, it's about the right food, the mentality, the psychological training that's required. You know, it's a bit more extreme, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
So what do you do, for example, for this fight on Saturday?
This fight, I've been training nearly 7 days a week.
Every day?
Every day. Wow. Sparring 5, 6 days a week. 4 or 5 rounds with different people.
So that is what's required in your sport to compete. You need to give 100% of your time. Does that not affect your social life or family life, etc.? Because I know we've done it in football. We play twice a week. We have an impact. The kids are whinging, the wives are whinging.
It comes as part of the game. If you want to be a boxer, you have to sacrifice a lot of things to it as well.
What would you say to youngsters who are coming to actually join boxing? What would you say to them, like, in terms of encouragement?
It's a very good sport. If you want to get disciplined, boxing is the best sports to go into. Now nearly every youth clubs, they're doing boxing. So if you're interested, just go to your local youth club, ask them about boxing, and they'll guide you to do the right way.
So in terms of progression, always, again, if I can get to Walid, my understanding is the boxing you do is more like a semi-pro level. Is there progression for likes of Ashraf and other people within your...
I'll give an example. Last 10 years, every year we're fighters that signed by Frank Warren from our team. It's quite simple, okay? Signed by Frank Warren, match them, people move on. Because the show that we hold, we just don't hold normal shows. They're very exclusive, they're very different. You get treated like superstars. When you come in, you get trained how to, long term, how you're going to work with people. For example, end of this year, we have so many good fighters. Look, I've got fighters with 160 fights, okay, national champions. They don't come any level, they're higher level.
And they're not from your local community, they're from this country and abroad. Give us some names that some of the viewers might know.
For example, if you go and type Amro as a former Egyptian champion.
Wow.
Look, that guy had 160 amateur fights. He came to our league and he's free division champion. He's fighting guys. Last time he beat a guy with 39 fights, 37 win, 33 KO. He stopped the guy in the second round. Okay, now we're talking about elite level. We're not talking about, that's what the new Winter 02 is called Super Series, elite boxers. There'll be a few novice fighters who build up, like Ash is a very upcoming guy, he's 5 fights, 5 win. His first fight was a guy with 3 fights, he outboxed him. So this time he's going to fight someone really high with 20 fights, even his 5 fight. So I mean, so what we do, we just don't play, we go and fight. And fighters know, I mean, I analyze fighters how they are and then I step them up. It's a risk, but fighters, because they trust me, I'm a good matchmaker, we know when the good time to catch people. Okay. It's all about timing.
So if there's up-and-coming boxers, is there a certain age or a certain level you have to be before they get involved with your organization or your boxing matches?
We only deal with over 18s, adults who's got good pedigree or those who's hungry.
And obviously the boxing matches are based on the weight, is that correct, sir?
Yeah, white category, category.
Okay, so what's the future for yourself? I know obviously a number of years, you've got to the stage now, you're 02. What's the bigger plan, the bigger picture? Because first of all, once again, I'd like to give hats off and credit to where you, from where you come from and where you are now at the moment of time, and recognize establishment and recognize promoter in the field of boxing, because not many people know many people like yourself. So it's an established...
I mean, right at the moment, I mean, I get fighters from Algeria, Holland, Denmark, France. At the moment, right now, quite established now. It's internationally, people come like this one. International fighters coming over.
Because you recognize name now, recognize promoter.
So well, you got to be established in a way that people see you're genuine. Because the promoter, the name promoter for me is conman.
All right, sometimes it can be misleading.
It's like Don King.
Yes,
now, it's a new generation. Don King was 20 years ago. This new generation.
He made the money though, so.
I box myself, so I understand. Yeah, he made, but no respect. For me, I'll tell you what. If you offer me money or respect, I'll take respect. Man, I'm going to die 10 to 15 years. If I'm lucky, I'll live in 10 years. But respect, you can't.
You can't buy it.
That's right. You can't buy it. You can't buy it. And coming to the point, now, end of this year, I'm going pro promotion now. That's different level now. Because I've got so many
next step up, basically.
Next step up. For me, the fighters that we have now, they could go pro now, could bash them up. They're good fighters. Now, we come a lot of good sponsorship come along. Like, for example, Multi-Buy, multi-million company, they approach me. You know what, Rash, you can help me out. I need a team to help me get sponsors. Now, I got a big company approaching me. Now I'm thinking, I must be doing something right here. People to approach me. So we get a lot of money in from different people where we're ready to expand now.
So when you talk about, obviously, sponsors, do you get a lot of local businesses supporting you? Because obviously, my understanding is the game itself and the event itself is massive. Is there local community involved, local sponsors?
When I first started it, a lot of local business helped me. Muscleworks helped me, Muscle guy helped me. But you can only, because they're not multi-billion pound industry, you can't.
Certain level,
No, they asked me, actually, a lot of them gave me voluntarily. Okay, that's me. now because we're so on a big scale,
Yeah.
big companies that are
You need
approaching us
international
now.
companies, yeah.
You know, for a show they give 10 grand, 50. They got so much money. There's one guy multi-buy, they just buy like £15,000, boom. They got money. It's nothing for them.
I think one of the other key things, I know a lot of people are told that you become on the show and they're more intrigued, is obviously, as Ash said, there's a lot of youth centres. But in terms of if a lot of people or the new 18-year-old, 17-year-old, they want to go into boxing, what should they be looking out for? What should we be thinking of? Where should we be going, apart from youth clubs? What would the advice be from a promoter?
Cool gym, yeah.
Brian always is one of the top coach in the country, probably in the world. Okay?
Where is he?
He trains a lot of Olympians. He's Ambrose coach. He's based in 186 Globe Road, Arches. Yeah, you know the KO gym, right? The KO gym. Now they've just been there for the last couple of weeks. Now he takes kids as well. I would recommend for anyone to go there. I mean, my son trains in Repton at the moment, but my son goes also trains with him.
Okay.
Because he's so good.
I've seen him on Facebook actually. I was looking into
Brian,
that. I know a friend of mine, Rafiko, you must know him.
Yeah.
His son obviously boxes as well.
Yes,
He used to go to school with me, at primary school, secondary school.
Yes.
So his son, so there is a lot of youth coming through.
Yeah. But I would highly recommend people to go to Cool Gym to go and see this guy, this gentleman, strict, lovely, friendly. The nearest you can get Bengali guy.
Wow, that is brilliant. Again, once again, you know, it just shows it's a sport that requires a lot of discipline, a lot of fitness, and obviously, Ash, just to come back to you, this Saturday you're fighting O2. Who are you fighting, and do we know much about your position?
Yeah, the guy had 20 fights, and I forgot what's his name.
Will Jones.
Will Johnson.
Will Jones.
Yeah, from Leeds.
And what's your prediction? Are you obviously you're going with the mentality? You're
I'm going to win.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
within
win.
certain rounds. I know in the boxing world they all like to give the talks.
Yeah.
I know the famous Muhammad Ali, he used to give it predictions with a lot of.
I reckon second round knockout.
Huh?
Second round knockout.
Second round knockout. There you hit it. If you are watching,
First round I'll play
let's
around
see if
with
his
you.
prediction works. As well, do you want to ask any other questions that that may be interest, obviously, to our footballing world?
I just wanted to ask: is boxing on the increase or is it on the decrease? I mean, you've been in boxing for such a long time now.
Boxing is definitely an increase now. England is such a small country, or Great Britain. We compete with people in America, the best country in the world. And if you look at the Olympic medal level, the females are doing so good. The girls, I got your girl, but I don't know if I put her in boxing or not. But the girls are doing so well. The boys are doing brilliant. The different race going into the boxing. Bengalis are going in now. Bengalis are doing fantastic. The next generation, you'll be surprised. You'll get Bengali world champions.
Is there any names they can give us to look out for? Because what we were discussing before the show started is that there seems to be a decline in Bengalis actually in football.
Yeah.
It's good to hear that other sports, because sports in general is good for our culture itself, the youth itself, any sport. Boxing in particular, because as you said before, the number of discipline and
one of the things in boxing, if someone's good, they can't deny him. No, if Ash goes to another gym and fight the top fight and knocks him out, they can't deny him.
Yeah.
You cannot. It's not teamwork. It's individual work. This guy puts the time. He does it. You can't deny the guy. The most Olympian are different colors. There's nothing you can do about it. There's nothing you can do about it. I mean, my son goes to boxing where he fights. Is only 5 fights, but he goes and spar with guys 55, 60 fight. Why? Because he wants to be the best. You got to have the heart in boxing. If you don't have the heart, it's not for you.
There you have it, obviously, straight from Walid and obviously Ash as well. You got to have heart, you got to have the determination, the discipline, the fitness, the ambition, the desire to win, and that's a recipe for success. And obviously, Walid's a successful promoter. Ash, obviously, wish him best of luck on Saturday. Hopefully, you do have a knockout for the opposition, and you do 2 rounds. We will keep an eye on this.
Thank you.
We're going to actually take a short break, and obviously, when we come back in second segment, we're going to discuss the results of the Premiership, the results of the Vets League, and upcoming projects coming in April in the world of football. So don't go away, stay with us. We'll be back in 2 minutes.